Dear students, we already learned that physical properties of metals and non-metals. I hope you also prepare it and read thoroughly your NCERT book. Now I am going to discuss the next part of this chapter, that is chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals exhibit different chemical properties. Generally, metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxide. These metallic oxides are basic in nature. We can see by different activity also, and thus they turn red litmus solution to blue. In class 7, you already learned that basic solution changes the color of red litmus paper to blue. You already learned that. Now, I am going to discuss an activity. You already do this in class 7. We take an magnesium ribbon and burn in presence of air. When burning, it gives a dazzling white flame. Okay, it gives dazzling white flame. What is the reaction behind it? Actually, magnesium react with oxygen and form magnesium oxide. When we add this ash of magnesium oxide and dissolve it in water, after dissolving, if we add one red litmus paper in it, we can see that this red litmus paper turns blue. As this red litmus paper turns into blue, that means this solution is basic in nature. Here we take a metal, that is magnesium, and by burning we form metallic oxide, that is magnesium oxide. Then we check its nature, and its nature is basic. So generally metallic oxides are basic in nature. In class 7, you also learned about rusting. You know, iron in presence of air, actually in presence of oxygen and moisture of air, it form a brown color coating on iron, and that is known as rust. Iron react with O2 and H2O form Fe2O3, a basic oxide that is known as rust, and brown color coating on iron. If we collect some rust and dissolve this in water and check its litmus action, that is, if we put a red litmus paper and blue litmus paper, we can see that this red litmus papers changes into blue and the blue litmus paper remain unchanged. So the nature of this rust, that is the oxide of iron, this is the oxide of iron, and its nature is basic. So from these two we can say that generally metallic oxide are basic in nature. Now I am going to discuss about sodium and potassium metal. Actually, metals like sodium and potassium react vigorously with oxygen at room temperature. and it form sodium oxide and potassium oxide. In case of magnesium, to form magnesium oxide, we have to give heat. We have to burn the magnesium ribbon. But metal like sodium and potassium reacts vigorously with oxygen at room temperature. Since these metals burst into flames if it left in open or it come in contact with air and moisture of air. So they are stored by keeping them immersed in kerosene. Okay, they are stored by keeping them immersed in kerosene. You see that? Next, we learned about rusting of iron. Now, I am going to discuss about corrosion of copper. When a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for long time, it acquires a dull green coating. The green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. So this is actually basic copper carbonate. So the green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate, and this is the corrosion of copper. Okay, so these are the reaction of metals with oxygen. Okay, now I am going to discuss about reaction of non-metals with oxygen. Generally, non-metals react with oxygen to form non-metallic oxide. We can prove it by doing some activities. Okay. These non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature and thus they turn blue litmus solution to red. So non-metallic oxides are generally acidic in nature. As they are acidic, their solution turn blue litmus solution to red. So we can learn that metallic oxides are generally basic in nature and non-metallic oxides are basically acidic in nature. One important thing, you must remember that oxides that behaves as both acidic and basic oxides are called amphoteric oxide. So oxides that behave as both acidic and basic oxides are called amphoteric oxides. Example, aluminium oxide, zinc oxide. You must remember that. Okay. Now we see that carbon, you already know that carbon is a non-metal. Carbon burns in presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Now if we dissolve this carbon dioxide in water and if we put a blue litmus paper in it, we can see that the blue litmus paper changes into red. It indicates the acidic nature of the solution. Why it is like that? Actually, when carbon dioxide dissolves with water, it forms carbonic acid. Due to the formation of this carbonic acid and their acidic nature, this blue litmus paper turns into red. Okay. Next activity. Sulfur burns in presence of oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. If we burn some amount of sulfur in a closed vessel, and dissolve this gas into water and we take the litmus action, that is we put red litmus paper and blue litmus paper, we can see that no change in case of red litmus paper, but blue litmus paper changes into red. It indicates this solution is acidic in nature. So sulfur burns in presence of oxygen to form sulfur dioxide, and sulfur dioxide dissolve in water to form sulfurous acid. Okay, and due to its acidic nature, it turns blue litmus paper to red. Okay, so generally non-metals are acidic, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, so in this video you can learn that metals and non-metals both can react with oxygen in defined condition, and reacting with oxygen, metals form metallic oxide. Usually they are basic in nature, and non-metals form non-metallic oxide. Usually they are acidic in nature, and some oxides acts as acidic in nature and also basic in nature. They are called amphoteric oxide, such as aluminium oxide, zinc oxide. Okay, up to this is your today's lesson.